the Lady Mustang Varsity Basketball Team.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. After a 3-week hiatus, we are back and ready to go for the winter campaign. No better way to get things underway than some Strongsville Mustang basketball. It's the Mustangs and the Nordonia Knights up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation! We will see you on Saturday afternoon! Riley Meister gets the point!
Back into left field. Say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one. It's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive. Hanson pushes it over. Unbelievable. We play on. It's blocked. We're tied. We're tied. Unbelievable.
Live from Strongsville High School, this is OHSAA Girls Basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. Cam, as I said in the intro, we've had a 3-week break, 20 days to be exact. We are back to the action, and it's a great matchup to get things underway. It's some girls basketball. Strongsville, a team coming off their best ever campaign, and Nordonia, a squad poised for a big year after playing a lot of tough matchups last year that really prepared them for a breakout campaign this year.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting game. Not a lot of starters returning from either side. I believe it's 2 on Nordonia and 1 for Strongsville. So it's definitely going to be an interesting game. Interesting to see kind of what happens with the offense and really who takes over with the leadership on both sides.
I'll take it one step further here, Cam. 3 returners, not just starters, returners in general. That says a lot about what we're going to look at tonight. And oh, by the way, one of those returners out injured for most of last season. So in actuality, of players who played the majority of games last year, 1 on each squad, both teams had, let's just say, opposite campaigns. Strongsville 23-2, best ever in program history, bowed out in the regional semifinals, a great campaign for them. As for Nordonia, 7-16, you might scoff at that record, Cam. They started 4-0, but in games that were decided by 10 points or less, 1-8 on the year. They're the anti-Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, they did a lot of streaking, like you said, won 4 games and then kind of went on a little run of losing, happened to win a couple here and there, and then ended up losing the last 7 before they were able to win a playoff game.
As we like to do, I think now it's time to bring up some keys to victory. For Strongsville, the one that I want to hammer home is Sydney Butera. And with that, not full reliance on Sydney Butera. That sounds crazy in its own right. She's the number 2 player in the class of 2027 in Ohio. You might say, okay, give her the rock every possession. It's predictable. You need to get the ball in other players' hands. Coach Farnbach, you're number 4, a great head coach, one of the youngest in the OHSAA. She might be the best man manager. She creates great players like it's nobody's business. She has the depth here to get a big win, not only tonight, but against some of the best teams in the conference, including Medina, albeit without a lot of their star power. As for Nordonia, use the chemistry built from this summer to get a good product on the floor tonight. We talked to their head coach before the game, and he harped on the fact that he got a lot of his underclassmen varsity reps this summer. A lot of great competitions happen in the summer of 2025, and for that reason, if it works, it's great. And for that same exact reason, if it doesn't work, then things are going to falter. And in my opinion, this game goes one of 2 ways. Strongsville goes back to the way they were last year. They win this one handily. Number 2, Nordonia keeps it close, and they undercut the Mustangs at the last minutes.
I mean, you definitely could see that, but also kind of back to your first point, what I could really see happening is Strongsville kind of just coming over and taking over the game and really leveling this playing field out.
And I will say before things get started, as we have 30 seconds until intros, I am a Strongsville native. I did not go to Strongsville City Schools, but it is so great to be covering the Mustangs. We have covered them a couple of times over the past couple of years, but it's great to officially be back with the Stangs, rolling with the Mustangs for a little bit this year, and it starts tonight as we enter the winter campaign of 2025-26. We'll toss things downstairs for our pregame introductions.
Strongsville High School, we're pleased you're in attendance this evening. Welcome to the start of another exciting season of Strongsville High School basketball. Tonight, we tip off the home opener as your Lady Mustangs take on our visiting Lady Nordonia Knights. Both schools are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The athletes in tonight's game are friendly rivals. While playing may be fierce, all in attendance are reminded that this is a game between youth and that sporty behavior is expected. Help us demonstrate sportsmanship to tomorrow's leaders by respecting tonight's players, coaches, referees, and other fans. Your example is a powerful statement on what tomorrow can bring. And the students have put together a video they want to share right now.
Hello, Mustangs. Strongsville Athletics is all about pride, passion, and respect. When we take the field, not only do we take it for ourselves, but we take it for our team.
We love when the stands are loud. We feed off your energy. It makes a difference.
But being loud doesn't mean being disrespectful. Don't just cheer for the Mustangs, cheer for everyone as well. No bullying, no trash talk, no comments about one's appearance. That's not who we are.
Go Mustangs!
The officials for tonight's game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the OHSAA. Tonight's officials are Anthony Gannum, Chris Saris, and Zeno Reyes. The energy in the gym is already electric, and adding to the excitement tonight is the Strongsville Pep Band in the house under the direction of Mr. Brian King, bringing the sound and spirit that fuels our team and fans alike. We live in a great nation with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all who have served this great country to defend these freedoms, you are invited to stand for the national anthem. And now let's meet our coaches and our players. Starting with our visitors, the Nordonia Knights varsity basketball head coach, Ryan Wolfgang. And the assistant coaches, David Fisher, Zach Brown, and Daniel Norquist. And the Knights starting a lineup, 5'10" senior, number 2, Taylor Morgan. 5'6" sophomore, number 11, Savea Woody. 5'4" freshman, number 12, Nadia Adams. 5'10" freshman, number 13, Cheyenne Williams. 5'6" senior, number 14, Hayden Paul. And now your Strongsville Mustang varsity. Let's go Mustang! And now the Mustang head coach, Matty Fernbach. And the assistant coaches, Don Thal, Anthony Ocasco, and Nick Haber. And now the Mustang starting lineup. 5'6" sophomore, number 1, RJ. 5'3" junior, number 3, Sydney Butera. 5'7" sophomore, number 22, Madeline Clinton. 5'10" senior, number 24, Emmett Bryan. And 5'8" freshman, number 44, Lana Koenig.
Well, Cam, an excellent introduction video, an excellent sequence for the Mustangs here. So much to take in from that. And I think the biggest question that I have, how the heck am I on the board for that? For a game that I called 2 years ago.
You know, it's very interesting. It's definitely interesting thing to see.
I believe it's right after the golf swing. It's me and Dom Cleary from KOS calling the game. That was the first game I called for them back in January of 24. I'm a little thrown off now. But here we are live from Strongsville High School. You are watching OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. He's Cam Ragazzo, and I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Winter sports finally here, and we could not be more ready. It is time for the opening tip-off. Nordonia and Strongsville in dire search of a great start to the season. It's the Knights winning the opening tip, and we are underway with some great defense. It's Krennic for the Mustangs on the defensive stop. And here comes Strongsville's offense for the first time this season off the back of their best ever campaign in program history. Once again, great defense, and this time it's a steal for the Knights. They go in transition, mid-range J, off kilter, rebound scooped up by Morgan, and a travel is called. Our first violation of the evening, possession Strongsville.
Yeah, not bad, getting things off quickly here. You know, basketball is a lot quicker than some of the other sports that we've done. Kind of got to get back in the rhythm.
It is going to be the point guard, Butera, taking it up the floor for Strongsville. She is their star player, the only returner from last year's team. And you will see a lot of double teams against her, but that will give a couple other players some opportunities just like that. It's Rosie Jordan in the corner with the three, and the Mustangs are on the board.
Yeah, you see that, like you said, it demands a lot of attention at the top is Butera, and then over wide open in the corner for three.
And a mistake forced by the defense of the Mustangs. Possession Strongsville. And if this is how tonight is going to go, the Mustangs want to really put this one away before it starts. And a lot of that involves not just Sydney Butera, but the rest of the Stangs. We talked about that being a key factor in pregame, but it's another turnover, this time picked up by Williams, the freshman. Standing at 5'10", one of the tallest players on Nordonia. Morgan drives, and it is going to be a foul call this time on the Mustangs.
Looks like early the Mustangs are trying to set up a 2-3 zone defense. That means they're trying to help out outside on the perimeter, kind of those corner three shots.
And here comes the inbound play. It's Paul for three. Off kilter, no good. Just a little bit long on the attempt. The Mustangs try for the rebound. Scooped up again by Paul. Now double team, kicks it to the top of the key. Nordonia trying to space the floor early on. Now we'll try the corner three, and we are tied up. An excellent three there from Taylor Morgan. Once again, missed most of last year due to an injury for Nordonia. But the Knights are glad to have her back in the lineup as Sydney Butera gets her first two of the season.
I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of that, kind of just the give and go, trying to find some open space inside, and she's able to do so. Now in a turnover here.
And a wide open opportunity for Butera, and the bank opens up once again. Back-to-back free plays basically for Butera. Nobody close. She now has four. Mustangs up by 4. And this is the start Strongsville wants. 7 points in the opening 2 minutes. The offense is rolling. It's an offense who last year averaged 65 points per game. Adams driving in. The freshman nowhere to go. Matched up with Krennic. Now outside for Williams. And Williams is golden from downtown. And that is her first career three as a Knight. 2 baskets, 2 trays for Nordonia. Back to a 1-point game. Not anymore. A quick cut down low. A nice bank shot there by Emmy Bryan.
Yeah, Bryan just had space over the back door, and Butera saw her wide open for the easy 2.
15 combined points in the opening 3 minutes of the matchup. This is what you want to see early on in the season. A chance to tie it up for Nordonia. That three a little bit too long, using the back iron. Rebound cleansing. And here come the Mustangs once again. Butera leading the way with 4. A little bit shy on the tray. Bryan scoops it up, also no good. Rebound by Cheyenne Williams. And you can see that varsity pedigree, albeit as a youngster, showing. Now intercepted RJ Jordan. She opened the game with a 3, and now she has 2.
Just like that, turning defense right into offense. Good start for the Mustangs.
12-6 your score. No shortage of offense quite yet in this one. Morgan, good defense by cleansing the sophomore, trying to get some space. And it is going to be a timeout called, I believe. And there it is. Nordonia wants to talk things over, but 18 combined points in less than 4 minutes. Is this the start that you expected?
Not really. I mean, we were kind of watching the JV game. Not a whole ton of offense in that one, but a real explosion of offense in this one.
This is higher scoring than a lot of the men's games that we do.
Yes, it is. I mean, I got to get back to the fast-pacedness of basketball, and really they're showing why very quickly here.
A lot of players are going to step up this season, and it's not going to be the same player every single game for Strongsville. But RJ Rosie Jordan has really stepped up in a big way. The sophomore, 2-3 so far today. I believe 2 for 2 from downtown already. She is the highest scorer tonight, matching the effort of Nordonia as a collective.
Yeah, and one of those came right off the steal. She made a great read on the pass, able to pick it off and then get herself another tray.
Back to the action, Nordonia with possession after calling their first timeout of the night. Paul matched up with Butera, one of the matchups to look at this evening. Hayden trying to battle her way inside, flings it out to the wing, it's Adams. Adams back outside Paul. Great man defense by the Mustangs. Paul drives inside, and it is stolen by Butera right out of her arms, but stolen right back by Morgan. The team steal leader last season, and you can see why. Excellent defense by Nordonia. Very nearly another travel there as she tried to plant her feet. Paul matched up with Clinton, goes inside, no shot called, and it is an offensive foul. Possession Strongsville.
Yeah, I believe they said she got the hook around, and you are not allowed to do that.
Strongsville fans should know the last name Clinton. Cal Clinton, an alum of the men's basketball program, now a sophomore at Ohio Wesleyan. One of the best physical big men to play for Strongsville. Maddie Clinton in a similar 4-5 role. She's playing great defense so far tonight, and we expect to see a lot more of that as this game progresses. Jordan, very nearly intercepted. Loose ball, Butera able to pick it back up for the Stangs on the far side, and she will take the three ball. Once again, shy, taken in by Morgan. And that's exactly what Nordonia needs to do. Force bad shots from Butera. In transition, Paul's three, no good. And it's blocked out of bounds by Butera. Misses the three, but gets the block in response.
Yeah, able to work back on D and shows some great poise there. Allows the offensive rebound, but comes back with the block.
And here comes the inbound for the Knights. No points since the timeout was called. Paul trying to change that just outside the paint. Now Adams. Paul at the top, 3:15 left to go in the opening frame. Strongsville still up by 6, but Nordonia hanging in it. But picked off, it's Emmy Bryan, and here comes the transition offense. Butera from the key, money.
Yeah, it was just a simple little free throw for her in transition, able to stop, let the defense go past her, and 2 free ones.
Butera now with 6 points tonight, the Stangs up by 8. And this is what we expected to see from Strongsville. Domination early. The question is, unlike the first time around, can they really start to pull away? Paul's end around with Morgan intercepted. It's Butera. Her teammate tripped in transition. Sydney takes it herself and finishes anyway. In traffic, no less.
Exactly. I mean, just showing why she's such a great player. I mean, had an easy free throw last time. This time goes through the contact. Doesn't get the foul, but still gets 2.
Coach Farnbach said in her preseason comments she wants Cindy to have half the points of the Mustangs. So far, she has 8. And now with 10, with the potential for an and 1.
And again, she's just rolling right through the traffic. It doesn't matter. She knows she has the easy layup. Defense trying to help back on, try and not let her get the easy 2. Ends up with the foul and an opportunity for point number 11 on the day.
And if you have any questions as to why she is the number 2 player in her class in Ohio, I mean, just watch the film.
I mean, exactly. She could do it on both ends. Already saw the block, a couple of steals already, which have led to these easy layups for her.
And a chance for a 3-point play. That would be her first of the season. So far, I believe 0 for 2 from outside the arc. And Butera's and 1 is off the iron, no good. But still a 10-point first quarter so far. And possession does stay with Nordonia. Things do not get any easier for the Knights after this game. Their next 5, Glen Oak, Ridgeville, Roosevelt, Brecksville, Solon. And that Glen Oak game tomorrow. Quick turnaround. You see a giant from the GCC, then a giant from the Federal League. All before Thanksgiving, no less. So a very tough start to life in this season for Nordonia. And a foul called on the far side, that time on Clinton.
I believe that's already her second.
I believe so. But Mr. Clinton on the far side in attendance. He has a podcast. He has a basketball camp. Maybe one of the most knowledgeable talking heads in all of NEL basketball. She knows the game very well, and so does Cal. And the way that they both carry themselves, you can't tell that they're star players or that they think they are. They're not arrogant by any means.
Absolutely.
And those are the best star players
I was
to look
going
at.
to say, that's exactly what you want out of your star player.
And I feel like we're getting the same exact notion from Butera tonight. No extra swag, no extra confidence. It's just basketball for her. The 3, no good. And there is the box out rebound. She has truly done it all for the Stangs. And now she wants an assist that she will get. That's the senior Mraz putting it off the glass. And Nordonia, in desperate need of an answer, tries to set up their offense, but the Mustangs trap works out perfectly. Possession Strongsville.
I mean, they're really just not giving them a second to breathe. They're pushing the offense really well. They're smothering all over on defense as well and forcing a lot of turnovers, which lead to more baskets for the Mustangs.
Looking at the leading scorers for Strongsville, Butero with 10, Jordan with 6, Nordonia with 6. Just putting that comparison out there. Good block out of bounds by Morgan. But with a $1:29 on the clock, possession does stay with the Ville. And yes, they are the Ville. I know Glenville is too, but, you know, Strongsville also qualifies in there as well. Gantos inbound, intercepted by Nordonia, and here comes their fast break offense. Unable to get back on the board, rebound Butera, and she is seamlessly dribbling through the Knights defense. Wide open three, off the front iron, no good. Rebound Hayden Paul, but very nearly an excellent solo effort by Butera. That would have been a thing of beauty if it went in. Jordan sets the screen, or Morgan rather, for Paul. Paul to the wing. Sherry's three, not quite. Rebound Jordan. And with a minute on the clock, here come the Mustangs. They want more than 20 in this first quarter. RJ, top now for Butera. To the wing, Mraz. And she gets tangled up. And before the jump ball, it is a travel. Possession Nordonia.
See, Nordonia is also running a 3-2 zone. They got 3 up high. They're trying to stop RJ, and they're trying to stop Butera, but they're just able to pass the ball so effectively, and as well with causing the turnovers, they're not able to set up their defense as effectively as they want.
And a self-described offensive motion and dribble drive. You can really see that on display. Nordonia doing all they can to try and match it. So far, 2 baskets made, all of which outside the arc. They want a field goal before the first quarter is done, and they get it.
Number 14, Hayden Paul.
Hayden Paul, 13 points per game last year. And she was number 2 on the team, or rather number 1 on the team in assists. That is her first 2-point basket of the season. Still wants her first 3 before the night is done. 20-8 your score. Strongsville up by 12. Jordan, top for Butera. And you can start to see this zone defense morph into a double team. Jordan in the wing thinks about it. Now 10 seconds left to go, down to 5. Butera in the wing, almost gets caught up. It's Jordan at the horn, not quite. Loose ball inside the paint and blocked away by Paul before the horn officially sounds, ending the first quarter as Strongsville has a 20-8 lead.
But I just want to say that was really good defense by Nordonia to end the half. They weren't really giving up anything. They were moving really well on defense, and that's exactly what you have to do to try and stop this electric Mustang offense.
And as the pep band plays, we will step aside here at Strongsville High School. It's the Stangs up by 12 on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a small business owner looking to advertise during our broadcast in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would be happy to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to tonight's sponsors/advertisers for making this telecast possible. Through one, it is Strongsville up 20-8 on the Nordonia Knights as you are watching OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. In a moment, we will hear from Cam as he has some score updates from the regional finals of OHSAA football. But first, a three-point attempt out of the break, and it is true. Stacy Mraz now with 5 for the Stangs. Strongsville up 23-8. Perfection from Strongsville so far. Nordonia needs to get back in the game. Only 1 field goal from inside the arc so far tonight. And the 3-game continues not to work. Rebound inside by Bryan. It's an excellent box out, but yet another steal by Morgan. Taylor Morgan, the best stealer on the team as of last year, and it appears to be the case once again. Paul near wing, now top of the arc for Cheyenne Williams. Wing 3 on the far side, off back iron, rebound Bryan. And here come the Mustangs in transition. Butera trying to cross over, stumbles, draws the foul. And the Mustangs will get the opening foul of the second quarter. Cam, score updates.
Score updates. CVCA up big 14-0 over VASJ in the second quarter. Eds up early 7-0 over Mentor.
And no Jackson Farley in that game once again for Mentor.
A game that I'm going to keep an eye on. North Union up 7-0 over Indian Lake. My roommate's brother goes to North Union, and he also went to North Union.
I would hope so.
Okay, well, Avon also up 14-6 over Highland.
And now back to the action. Thank you for those updates, Cam. We will have more as the night goes on. Butera near wing, step back 3. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, no good. Rebound Bryan, back out to Butera. She reruns it. Once again, no good. Rebound Morgan. And a foul called on the Mustangs.
I think she's 0 for 5 maybe on those threes. She's trying to get them to go. She really wants to get them to fall, but just hasn't been able to crack tonight.
If you're Nordonia, you're letting her take as many threes as possible until she starts to make them. You want her to take bad shots. Once she starts taking really good quality shots like she did in that first quarter, then you have to adjust. Paul backing up on Butera, spins inside, no shot, and it is an offensive violation, and Strongsville will take back the basketball. I think they are motioning charge,
no,
but
it's the hook.
But I say that's not whatever that looked like initially.
When she was backing her down, she got her hand around Butera and kind of ushered her out of the way and gave herself an advantage.
I was personally going to call it travel. Pick your poison?
Yeah, either or.
Either one would have worked there. There is more than one correct answer to that question, unlike my tests at college. Good ball down low, now played outside the paint. Bryan, top of the arc for Sydney Butera. Pump fakes, hooks with one arm to the corner, but picks up on the loose ball by Paul. And here come the Knights. They want their first points of this second quarter. Paul to the wing for Williams, and she is on the money. Cheyenne Williams now with 6 points tonight, a team high for Nordonia, and that is their third 3 made of the evening. Now back within 12. The Mustangs looking for an answer, but a nice pickpocket. Nordonia coming back in transition, swung out to the wing. It's Paul, step back 3, and it's off the back iron, no good. Loose ball on the push through. It's Butera in transition, and here come the Mustangs on offense. Butera floats the mid-range, and she finds the nylon with ease. Now with 12.
I mean, she just makes it look so easy.
Morgan swings to the wing for 3, and it's off the iron once again. Rebound cleansing. You said it perfectly. She makes it look so easy. I mean, what can't she do? She's done every part of basketball tonight well. Except the 3 ball. That's about it right now. It's only a matter of time. Another good interception by Nordonia, but bobbled out of bounds. Woody nearly had it, but it will go to Strongsville.
They're doing a great job of anticipating the passes. If you're the Mustangs, though, you got to be a second quicker. You have to be able to pass the ball effectively and quickly. You can't be looking around trying to figure out where the defense is. You got to anticipate and pass beforehand.
I mean, how many tips or steals have we seen from Nordonia tonight? You would think, based on those stats, that they would have a lot more than what they have right now. Butera, no good on the 3. Cleansing tries her luck. A high arc falls at the wrong point just a little bit too early, and it is kept alive by the Knights. Here comes Paul running the offense for the visitors. 25-11 your score in the second quarter. Top Morgan. Now to the wing. Sherry the freshman. Good spacing by the Knights, matching up with this man defense of Strongsville. Stumble now to the wing. It's Morgan for 3, and she airballs that one right into the waiting hands of Krennic the freshman. And Nordonia will have to get back on defense. Strongsville looking to get a big play here, really to silence Nordonia. The Knights still scrapping on defense. They want them to be put away right here. Butera fakes the 3, swings it to the wing for Krennic. Now back inside, Butera pumping. Wide open look up top for cleansing. Now played down low to Bryan, but intercepted by Williams. Excellent defense once again by Nordonia. They just need their offense to start clicking, and they are back in it. Good pass, top of the arc. It's Williams. Off point, no good. Rebound, Butera. Nordonia's defense is playing so well right now. Cleansing trying to break it down to the wing for Krennic. Just inside the arc, no good. Once again, rebounded by Williams. And Nordonia will try their offensive plays again. Paul with 3:45 on the clock in the first half, down by 14. Butera, excellent defense as she has played all night. Now in the wing, the three, just off point, no good. Excellent box out by Mraz as it's picked up by Cleansing, but out of play. Good defense by Nordonia. Strongsville will have a chance to take a breather, and so will we.
I can't really tell if it's, I think it's a little bit of both. I think Nordonia is playing great defense, but Strongsville is shooting themselves in the foot. They just need to take that one extra pass. They're so close to beating the zone, but then they just hold it at the top of the key or they hold it down in the corner. That's exactly what you want if you're the Knights. You want to trap them in the corner and have nowhere to pass you. You want to be able to pass it into the middle, and the middle needs to know where to go with the ball and try and move the ball effectively, quickly.
Strongsville's pep band playing the Imperial March. That's how Strongsville wants to be known this season. 25-11 your score, quarter number 2 on SmeeSports.
Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits.
Welcome back to Strongsville High School. A good matchup so far here tonight. Strongsville up 25-11 on the Nordonia Knights. And a big thing to look at for this matchup, it was always going to be if Sydney Butera was going to be the star player we all know she can be. 12 points in the first half. I think she has answered the questions on this test very well so far.
Yeah, just a little under half of her team's points. Definitely playing up to her role.
And once again, going back to what Coach Farnbach said preseason, wanting her to be half the team's points. Well, there's your answer. She basically has been so far. But a player like R.J. Jordan, she has really helped out Butera tonight. Cleansing to Jordan in the far wing, now driving inside. Almost pickpocketed. The bank doesn't quite open. Rebound Williams. She is very close to double figures in the rebounding category tonight. She has been on fire inside the arc. Morgan, down low, it's Williams. Swings it to the wing. Nealon, mid-range, a little shy. Taken in by Butera. And Paul immediately with the pressure. Sydney wants her first 3 of the season. Will she opt to take it here? Not quite. Going into the wing for Krennic. Now Jordan. Jordan directing traffic. Krennic inside the corner. Travel called. Nordonia forces the turnover.
And when Jordan gets that ball, she's got to look to step forward. She's got to use her dribble. It's not just all about the passing. She's got to dribble in, and then once the defense collapses on her, back to Butera at the top of the key.
And it looks like DC is talking to the official a little bit here. Little conversation down below.
Checking in for the Mustangs, number 10.
Can't tell exactly what that was.
I just think he wants him to stay out of the way. He's telling him where he can be without being in the way.
There's some extra coaching being done by the officials, too. I love it. Butera pickpockets and boxes out perfectly. It's great transition play. Jordan and Butera. Butera unable to finish, but almost gets the ball. Hangs on just enough for the jump ball. And possession will favor Nordonia. But that's an excellent job done by Butera. You flip possession back to the Stangs next time out. That's the big thing. You want to force possession to be used at a bad time, but Nordonia does things perfectly. It's Morgan with the 2. She now has 5.
Yeah, just a great drive to the basket. Just beats her defender and then just keeps her on her hip all the way.
In comparison to the high-scoring first quarter, a kind of anticlimactic second here. Not too much scoring from either party. I believe each team has scored 5 so far, and Nordonia wants more. Williams with the steal. Paul takes it up the floor. A chance for the Knights to get back in it right before halftime. Paul drives inside and is fouled on the shot, and she will have some free throws.
Calls on the Mustangs, number 22.
And that foul being on Maddie Cleansing, her 3rd. Early foul trouble for Cleansing tonight. And here comes Hayden Paul with 2 free throws. And the first of 2 is no good. She remains with 2 points on the night. And here comes a substitution for both squads. It is going to be Mraz coming in for the Mustangs. And Klinzing, she will most likely rest until halftime. And in the end, Paul is able to split the pair. Now with 3 points on the night. Strongsville wasting no time. They are tired of waiting around. The floater, no good. Loose ball inside the paint. Rolls past everybody. Paul very nearly gets it. And now it's a jump ball. And that is where the prior one comes in handy for the Mustangs. They keep this one. It all comes back around. But so far, a very intriguing first half. And then, Cam, you and I both thought that this game was going to be done and dusted based on how Strongsville played. But not quite the case given this defense. And it's forced out of play. Excellent job done by Morgan.
Yeah, they're playing some great defense here in the second. Like you said, kind of really didn't expect it, but really showing up here in the second quarter and trying to outplay the Mustangs.
The offense just needs to get on point. If they can connect with each other, then they have a great chance to get back in it. Morgan. And now a whistle will blow. And this could be some kind of violation on the bench, and yes, it is, a bench warning. And I think it's going to be on Coach Wolfgang down below. And as well, I do hear some rubber ducks in the background. There is the rubber duck toss at halftime. So hearing that a little bit too early, 96 seconds too early. Off the inbound, the Knights will try and drive this one inside the paint. Good bounce pass in the mid-range. Not quite. Jordan tips it out of play, but they say it goes to the Mustangs. I'm not convinced there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Very close on the tip. I think they just get the benefit of the doubt there. It's a matter of inches in that case, but I don't hate the decision. Very close in the end. And Jordan will keep possession with the Mustangs. Butera swings it to the wing. Back to Jordan. Top for Butera. Butera thought about it. Now back to the corner. Good spacing by the Mustangs, but intercepted again. This time it's Paul driving against Butera with the Euro. The finish, not so much. The finger roll not on point. Butera underhand shovel, and now it is stripped away by the Knights. Perry the junior with the defense, and the Knights will try and get it into the front court, which they can. Great resilience by Nordonia at the end of this first half, and a chance to make this one inside at 10 points. Morgan driving, gets tripped up, intercepted by Butera. It's a 2-on-1 fast break. Butera spins left, a little shy on the attempt. Rebound Paul, here comes Nordonia. Morgan, nobody there. Good comeback defense by the Mustangs is enough for the time being. Forced out of play by Brian. Possession, Nordonia. Wow.
Wow, yeah. Some fast-paced basketball back and forth. No one able to get a basket. A lot of great defense, a lot of turnovers. And Nordonia looking to get another one before half.
And they have 30 seconds to do so here. A great opportunity for them. Adams, top, it's Paul. Driving inside, gets hung up with some stangs. And she should get 2 shots.
Calls on the Mustangs, number 3. That's her.
And there it is officially signaled. But it was definitely going to be a question of if they were going to say in the motion of shooting or not. Paul's first, in and out, no good. And you could see the full backboard rattle. Very unfortunate there.
Number 13, Jan Williams.
But 25-14, Nordonia trying to get back within 10. And they will as Paul splits the pair. So far, Paul 2 for 4 from the line in the matchup. But as we said, Nordonia far from out. I am truly impressed with how they have played tonight.
Yeah, they're playing really well, especially in the second quarter.
Holding Strongsville to so far 5 points. And in this quarter so far, Nordonia is outscoring Strongsville 7-5. Once again, 20-8 in the first quarter, just putting that out there. The offense has slowed down on both ends. But a chance for Strongsville to end the first half with a buzzer beater. 10 seconds on the clock. Butera near side. It's Jordan to the corner. Krennic plays it top. Intercepted. A fast break chance at the half for Nordonia. And we have our first buzzer beater of the season. It's Taylor Morgan at the buzzer. And that changes halftime dramatically.
Yes, it does. I mean, coming down the stretch, you thought the Mustangs would get a shot off. An errant pass is intercepted. And just great job as we watch it back on the replay here.
And I wonder what is going through the Mustangs' minds right now. I mean, great fast break for Morgan and taps it in perfectly. 7 points plus how many ever steals. She is having an all-time performance tonight. This could be a rare case where player of the game, if Nordonia loses, is on the losing team. And you can see on the far side, it is the Strongsville Mustang Pep Band. They have made this one interesting, Cam. But as we step aside for halftime, it's Strongsville 25, Nordonia 17. You are watching OHSAA Girls Basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop.
Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor/advertise during broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to our broadcast sponsors and advertisers tonight for making this telecast possible. At the half, your score here at Strongsville High School, it's the Mustangs 25, Nordonia 17, as you are watching OHSAA basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. He's Cam Ragazzo. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. An interesting first half. Really the tale of two quarters so far. In the first quarter, all Strongsville 22-8 when it was all said and done, but Nordonia, with a last-gasped effort, won the second quarter 9-5, now down by 8. Do they have enough momentum here?
I mean, they definitely could. It's all depending on whose halftime talk was better, you know, trying to rally the troops, trying to see if you saw anything differently from the sidelines that you can tell your team and see how well they adjust to it.
And from the first half, Butera with 12, the highest score on the Mustangs. As for Nordonia, it is Cheyenne Williams who has a total of 8 leading the way, with Morgan having 7. Back to the action, Morgan no good on the attempt. Rebound Bryan, and here come the Strongsville Mustangs now attacking the far right baskets. Jordan battling inside. Great defense once again by Nordonia, and a great block to get things underway in the second half. It is Cheyenne Williams. Good chuck inside, and the Knights are back within 6. It's Taylor Morgan.
Number 2, Taylor Morgan.
Welcome. This is a very interesting start. Butera no good on the first attempt. Same with the second. Goes for it again, and she will draw the foul. Good resilience there, but Strongsville needs a quick answer because Nordonia is looking like the better team right now. And I would say clearly.
Yeah, I think they really are. It's really they've been able to score in that first quarter with their fast-paced offense, kind of allowing the turnovers, not allowing the Knights to set up their defense. But since they've been able to set up their defense, they've really been playing well and been keeping the Mustangs in check.
And here comes the second. Butera able to split the pair. She now has 13. Nordonia, a team, though, that averaged 43 points per game last year while allowing 48. They're in that 40 range. Strongsville scoring 65, allowing 45. Both defenses pretty solid in a very similar range. Williams mid-range is on points. What a debut for the freshman. She now has 10. Truly impressive work from her. This is her debut, and she has Nordonia within 5. Jordan, a massive 3, and she has it! Just like that, the Mustangs take back their commanding lead of 8. The question is, what says Nordonia? Paul trying to battle with Butera. This could be a turning point for the Mustangs. Paul battling inside, and a chance for it, and one! The Stangs and the Knights going blow for blow to begin the third.
Yeah, she drew the contact and was able to kind of go up and under with it. Get a little English on it and just rolls in the basket. Now the chance for 3.
This is a big and one opportunity for Nordonia. Hayden Paul going for the three-point play, and she has it. Back-to-back three-point plays. That 3 was massive for Jordan and the Mustangs, but all of a sudden it's erased. 5-point game, and you go back to last year, 1 and 8 in games that were decided by 10 or less. Nordonia wants that bad omen off their back to begin 2025. And that will help them go far as the season goes on in a very tough Suburban League. Jordan, far wing for Butera with the double team. Now to the near side. A fake on the first one, and it is a travel on cleansing. Possession Nordonia.
Yeah, she had the right opportunity there with great shot fake. Has the defender fly by, going to drive to the basket, but just takes the steps before she dribbles the basketball.
And I was going to make a point here with Holy Name taking on Strongsville next Saturday at BW, a game that we're covering. Where are the namers? They don't have a game right now. Yeah, they're up there. I see them now. I mean, there's 4 of them over there. I see Cole John, Mahalik, I see Simon, and then one other. So there you go. They are in the house scouting their opponent next Saturday. Morgan in the wing, being matched up by Cleansing. Top for Williams. She has been the star of the Knights tonight with 10. Williams inside the paint, goes down low to Paul. Paul in a double team, hooks it up and in, but a travel called first. So many baskets going in, but a foul negates it, or a violation in a lot of cases.
Yeah, she just trying to find too much space there, and as she goes back to her original spot, just drags the foot a little bit too far.
Barring any points here from the Mustangs, the next basket Nordonia scores from the field. They would be back within 1 score. It's Paul trying to go coast to coast, poked out of play, and she will have a second chance added on the far side. It will stay with the Knights. This one is heating up if you are just tuning in. Nordonia putting on a show to begin the second half. They're keeping this one a lot more interesting than we first thought. Paul battling inside the arc, goes inside the paint, in the lane. The hook goes just over the orange. Rebound Butera. Strongsville needs a statement basket, and Butera is blocked by Morgan, and she blocks it right away again and draws the foul. The defense has been impeccable tonight.
I mean, offense to defense, right back to more offense.
I think the only way you can describe this is nastiness at this point. This is some of the best defense that we have seen in our entire coverage history here at SmeeSports. I mean, going back-to-back with these defensive stops. We're seeing a lot of great plays from both of these teams, and you would expect nothing less in a game like this. A game so important to both teams as they open up their season. And the second one is good from Butera. Once again, she will split the pair. And that has been a big issue for both teams, splitting the pair tonight. It's Morgan, top of the arc, thought about the 3 instead, plays it down low. Williams to Paul, and the 2 will fall. An excellent sequence, now a 4-point game. Nordonia's defense needs a stop with 5:05 on the clock in the third. What an exciting matchup here on opening night. It's Mraz playing it down low. Bryan intercepted. Adams with the defense. A big pass up the floor. It is Woody, the sophomore, back to the top for Paul, and the senior will run the offense. Hayden drives inside, kept alive by Woody. Now outside, it's Adams, and a timeout is called by Coach Wolfgang.
Yeah, probably a smart idea there, trying to settle down the team before another pass goes awry and someone else has got to save it.
What are your thoughts on this third quarter right now, Cam? I don't think this is what we expected. Nordonia already with 9 in this frame. That's what they had in the second quarter. As for Strongsville, they have 5.
I mean, Nordonia, it's right back to their defense. They've been able to set up, and when they do, they set up so well, just not allowing any open shots, especially when they try and penetrate. It's only been that outside shot in the corner that we saw early on, and pretty much after that, it's been not much else.
Question for you, Cam. When I texted you about this game, making you work on a Friday night, I'm sure you weren't maybe the most happy. But now that you're here, I think you're a little more pleased at least.
I would have to say that is the case. I could be in bed right now but I think this is definitely a better place to be.
Get out of your dorm room a couple times, man. I mean, come on. At least you're here.
I've had a long day, but I am here.
Haven't we all? We all had class.
That is
I mean,
true.
this broadcast tonight is 5 college students who all had class today. We're all in the same boat here, Cam. We just go to a better OAC school.
Okay, well.
I'm just saying. I'm just putting that one out there.
I'll sit this one out.
I think you should. Morgan driving inside the paint, has an excellent lane. No good on the attempt. Loose ball out of play, and the Mustangs will take back possession. But I still like that timeout by Coach. It gives your team a chance to regroup and reset. Your best chance is when you can set up a true offensive play. Your defense, they can set up out of nothing. It's the offense that is the focus right now for Nordonia and in some cases for Strongsville. Cleansing, top for Jordan. 4:25 left to go in the third, and Strongsville is slowly taking time off the clock, but once again intercepted by Morgan. It's a fast break, it's a 2, and we are back to a 1-possession game. A great transition play. Strongsville needs an answer, but intercepted by Williams. Here comes Nordonia, it's Morgan, and we are tied at 30! Timeout, Strongsville! Unbelievable by Nordonia!
Wow, I mean, storming all the way back. What a job for the Knights.
Morgan and Williams, what a combination, 13 and 2. We knew that too, Morgan, she would be a key player, but in her debut game, Cheyenne Williams, what a performance. I mean, right now, what are your thoughts, Cam? How do you think this shapes out?
I mean, I feel like this one's going to go down to the wire. We weren't really expecting it. We kind of talked about it a little bit in the opening, going down to the wire, and now all of a sudden it feels like this one's kind of going to be back and forth. But really, it's going to be, can the Mustangs break through the Knights' defense? And so far, the answer's been no.
And I think going back to what we said in pregame, this could be Strongsville blowing Nordonia out of the water, which is what we thought would happen early. Or Nordonia keeps it close and comes up at the last minute to take one from Strongsville. I'm not hating that prediction right now.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely could very well see it. It really depends on how the rest of this third period plays out.
And it looks like some shenanigans from DC down below. He's having the time of his life, I'm sure. He just threw his phone up to the second level. What an athlete. But back to the action. Strongsville in need of an answer. Cleansing, getting it from Jordan. What a contest. 60 combined. Less than 4 to go in the third, and the honors are even. And Strongsville is wasting time. They want to wait to take a shot. Butera drives in, floats it. Not quite. Williams can't get the rebound. And it is a jump ball inside the arc, and it will stay down here with the Stangs. Good job there by Brian picking it up.
It was a good shot attempt from Butera. Probably one of the best look that she's seen all night, especially facing this defense. Just something not off of a fast break. Unable to get it to fall, but good offensive rebound.
Strongsville is yet to trail tonight. That is worth noting. And the inbound is off of the net. Taken in by Nordonia. Very nearly a travel. But the big question, can their offense come alive? It has so far in the second half. The defense also staying there. Almost a moving screen. Paul bounces it out to the wing. Here's the three for the lead. And it's a little bit too strong. No good. Rebound poke to Morgan. Morgan in traffic. No good. But a chance for Nordonia to take the lead at the line. And what an opportunity this is.
I mean, in the first quarter, we were talking about a blowout. And now all of a sudden they have an opportunity to take the lead for the first time today.
And a great chance here for Morgan. First of two is in. And just like that, for the first time this season, Nordonia is on top. What more can you say? Truly an impressive night. Even if this result does not go their way, this is peak for them. And they make both. So now 32-30. Nordonia on top. Strongsville needs an answer. They need number 3. Not like J.J. McCarthy becoming number 9, but Sydney to become number 3. Jordan takes the shot and draws the foul. That works too.
I mean, yeah, she's able to beat her defender. Really, when they have the ball up top and they're passing between the two of them, you have to remember you can dribble the ball as well. And I feel like they've kind of forgotten that. They're just trying to pass it, and they try and force it inside, and then all of a sudden it creates a turnover.
First of two, no good. And the second is good, so she will split the pair. But we go back to that theme. It still becomes a constant. She now has 10 tonight, but Cam Nordonia up 32-31 on the Mustangs. And can Nordonia increase their lead, only up by one singular point? It's Williams, top of the arc, now to the wing, Woody, in the corner, great movement. Paul, intercepted by Butera. It's excellent defense. And here come the Strongsville Mustangs, and it's a travel around half court. Possession, Nordonia.
I mean, just when you thought they had an opportunity, it was 4-on-3. She had an opportunity, was going to go to the corner looking for a three ball, but just takes one step too many without dribbling the basketball.
So 32-31. If Nordonia's offense can really lock in here, they can start to pull away. The unthinkable reflection of what was supposed to happen initially. Williams inside, it's Morgan, and Morgan gets tied up. It's a jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor Nordonia. So now 2:29 on the clock in the third. What's your magic number to win this game?
I'd probably say 50, if anyone's able to get to 50.
You read my mind. Initially, it looked like Strongsville was going to go out and score 80 points tonight, but that's not the case anymore. Morgan, shovel pass outside to Adams, now top for Williams. Can Nordonia get a good sequence going? It's Paul inside the key against Butera, stripped from beneath, picked up by Zwick, and it is turned right back over. Loose ball, hits off of Butera, forced up the floor, one-on-one for Nordonia. It's Woody, back to Paul, spin move right, and it is going to be, I believe, a foul on the Mustangs. And yes, it is. I was thinking for a second that they were going to call an offensive foul, but upon further review, not at all set, and it can be called if she's not set, but not in that instance.
I was going to say she tried to set herself, and then she did a little shuffling and then kind of fell backwards trying to get the flop call, but as she came down, hit the hand of the shooter.
First of two, no good from Paul. And here comes her second attempt. Once again, a floor cam tonight from DC, and that shot good by Paul, so she will split the pair. Nordonia up by 2, and once again, the Mustangs look at Sydney Butera. So far tonight, 14 points, goes for 17, she has it! Double team, it doesn't matter! Butera's first 3 of the season, Strongsville back on top. Nordonia looking to answer, and it's a travel called on the night. Possession, Strongsville. What a flip.
I mean, yeah, I believe she was 0 for 5 or something like that. Didn't make one the entire first half, and when her team needs it in the third, finally makes one.
Sydney Butera with 17, no look pass to the corner, and no good from Jordan, and blocked by Williams. The defense of Nordonia once again has been impeccable. Can they take the lead back? It's Paul in transition, floats it up, no good, no foul called, and Strongsville's defense holds up.
That was a lot of contact there for no foul. I thought the foul might have been called, but nothing there.
Once again, for those just tuning in, after the first, it was 20-8 Strongsville. Since then, Nordonia has been on a tear, but the Stangs still up by 1. They have trailed in this game, though. Nordonia did have them for a minute or two, but the Stangs back on top. Jordan double team, played inside, and the bank opens up for Parker Zwick.
I mean, that's exactly what the Stangs have to do on offense. Move the ball so effectively, an easy 2 there.
3-point game as Morgan drives inside, draws the contact, and she will have 2 free throws.
That's kind of what I thought we were going to see last time. A lot of contact in there. Shot comes up a little bit short, but this time she's going to get a trip to the line.
At this rate, both teams are going to be in the bonus with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, isn't it? It's going to be one of those nights. I wouldn't hate it.
Then it all comes down to who practices their free throws more.
First of 2 is good.
I mean, I know back in the day when I used to play basketball, yes, I used to play basketball.
Good anticipation.
We would practice. We would just run up and down the floor and keep running, and then we would have to make free throws to end practice, kind of simulating that in game as you're down the stretch and you're all winded. Can you make the shots when it counts?
And Taylor Morgan certainly can. She makes both. Nordonia back within 1. Good chuck to the far side. The three for the Stangs. Not quite. Rebounded inside by Bryan. Loose ball. 2 Mustangs, 1 Knights. And a whistle will blow. And it's a jump ball, not a timeout. It won't matter. It is possession Strongsville. And if that were to be flipped, if it were to be possession error Nordonia, Coach Farnbach would have called time easily.
Correct.
Once again, one of the best coaches in the association. Zwick turns around, and the ball goes around the rim. No good. Rebound Williams. Final 45 seconds of this exciting third quarter. Strongsville 36, Nordonia 35 your score. How do the Knights try and take back their lead? Morgan gets big, able to keep it in bounds on the far side, and she will try to shoot shine Butera. It doesn't work. Butera in transition, off the window, no good. The putback is there. An excellent job there by Gatuis. Now Nordonia in response, down by 3. Williams airballs the shot. Jordan lets it go out of bounds. And with 14 seconds left to play in the third, the Mustangs will have one final possession.
And they should just let this go. Roll it up the court. Don't touch it. If no one's pressing you, don't touch it.
And Jordan will take it up herself. Final 10 seconds of this third quarter. Strongsville up by 3, trying to make it more. Jordan near wing, up top for Butera. Butera back to Jordan at the buzzer. She got it! A buzzer beater for Rosie Jordan. And to begin the fourth quarter, Strongsville will be up by 6. 4-3 of the night for Rosie Jordan. What an excellent debut for her. She has taken this role on varsity and has made it her own, now with 13 tonight.
Yeah, just a lot of great passing, good spacing by the Mustangs, and then Butera finding her teammate after they pass back and forth, finally able to sink one in just as the buzzer ticks down.
It's back-to-back quarters with buzzer beaters, but we still have 8 minutes left to go here at Strongsville. Through 3, it's the Stangs up by 6 on SmeeSports.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013.
Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor or advertise during our Cleveland or Stark County broadcast, contact us at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Make sure you do stick with us after this game goes final and after our final commercial break, as for the first time in a long while, we will announce our player of the game presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. Looking forward to giving out our first player of the game award for the winter season. But first, Cam, let's bounce back to fall. You got some regional final scores for us.
Avon up 21-12 over Highland at halftime. Elder up 27-21 over St. Xavier down at Paycor Stadium.
That's a big one right there. We'll get some more score updates from you in a minute. Nordonia down by 6 as we open up this fourth quarter. Strongsville, a great end of the third, and the Knights need an answer after doing some great work in the third quarter, but just early on. Paul tied up with Butera, and it will go back to the Mustangs, and you can really feel the momentum swing in the building.
Some more score updates. St. Ed's up 14-0 over Mentor at halftime. CVCA up 28-7 over VASJ at halftime. Rocky River down 42-14 against Cleveland Central Catholic.
The three in the corner for Jordan, no good. Loose ball rebounded by Zwick. Now to the wing, a great chance for the Stangs. Zwick able to use her frame and get the 2. She now has 4. And that is TCC, Toledo Central Catholic, not Cleveland Central Catholic.
Yeah.
They did not make the playoffs this year. Morgan, top of the arc, driving in. Nordonia down by 8. Paul's corner 3, it's on points. First 3 of the night for Hayden Paul. Make it 43-38. Butera step back 3 to answer. Just a little shy. Rebound Adams. And Nordonia will take it up the floor. A great chance for them to make this a one-score game. But it looks like a carry. And it is going to be possession Strongsville. It's the little mistakes that will kill you in a close game like this early on in the season. And going back to last year, once again, Nordonia, 1-8 in 9 games decided by 10 or less. And we are seeing that unfold again here. Zwick unable to get the first one to go and draws the foul on the second one. Nadia Adams can't believe it.
But not when she was shooting, is when she came down. Or I was going to say that the referee up here said not when as she was shooting, it was as she got the rebound, she got fouled over the back. Now they're going to bring it down to the baseline.
And I will say, since she has entered the game, she has done a great job. It helps to have that height. You had a 6-foot-plus tall player in Esther Diozegi on the roster last year. Kennedy Neal, she was also tall. Same with Sydney Bass. This is a shorter Strongsville team in general. I mean, your star player is 5'3", but she is one heck of a basketball player. You need the height, and so far as a freshman, Zwick has been great. A wing three is good for the Mustangs. Bogatis with the three. She now has 5 in her debut. The Mustangs up by 8. Once again, Nordonia looking for an answer. Williams, top of the arc. Now to the wing, Adams. Corner, Morgan driving down below, and a wide open look outside the arc, and it is just too rich. Rebound Jordan, and the Mustangs are in flight. Butera keeps it in play, but right to Adams. And Nordonia has a 2-on-1 fast break. Morgan tries passing it, but denied by Bryan. Possession Strongsville, and the defense once again comes up clutch.
I mean, wow. They're just all over the court right now.
Coast to coast, it doesn't matter. And the Mustangs starting to get some peace of mind back in this fourth quarter. And they need it. Screen set by Zwick for Butera's three, and she got it! Amid the pressure, she sinks it with ease. Butera getting warm from outside the arc, now with 20 tonight. A great start to her junior campaign. She is the leader of this team, and she is showing it. Morgan, top of the arc, pivoting against Bogatis. Nordonia spacing outside, needing a response once again, down by 11. Paul spinning inside, stripped by Butera, loose ball, possession arrow favors Strongsville, but no need. The Stangs get it naturally.
Great job there, being able to stay alive, pokes the ball free, gets on the ground, and
Bogatis wide open three, rolls in and out, no good, but Zwick's put back, also no good, but very close in the end. Stripped away by Woody, and here comes Nordonia. Woody against Butera, and Sydney smacks it out of bounds, and a technical foul has been called. But what a block by Sydney Butera. These officials have not been too nice with the nonsense, and they're putting an end to it here, I guess. I didn't see enough there, in my opinion. We do have the replay, so we're going to watch it back like, obviously, some scholarly commentators.
I believe.
Okay,
I was going to say.
I
believe she kind of almost stood over her there.
The block was good.
The block was good. You're just not allowed to do the second part.
Kind of like Nokamada Sue back in the day in the NFL had a couple of those, just getting in the face of a quarterback he sacked. In this case, it's Butera standing over one of her block victims. But she has been elite tonight. I mean, no other way around it. First one, good from the line. If this was a closer game, this would really, really help out Nordonia. But since it's not, this was almost mandated for them to get back in it. Back within 10, now 9. And with possession, I believe, too.
Correct.
You look at turning points. You make a 3 here. You make it an 11-point game to a 6-point game. Even a 2 makes it still a 7-point game. But a timeout called first by Nordonia, and they want a full minute timeout, and so will we. 49-40 Strongsville on top of the Nordonia Knights in the fourth quarter.
Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.cohut@twfg.com. Cohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Welcome back to Strongsville High School. After 2 free throws from the technical foul, Nordonia will keep possession as they want to get back in this one. Down by 9. Paul scoots inside and is denied by Brian. That time, no T to follow. And Butera will set up the offense. A great performance tonight with 20 points for the Mustangs. And off the screen, she will pivot to the corner. Bugatis drives inside, floats with the right. No Dice gets her own miss. Also no good. Zwick walks with it, and as she fades away, sinks the 2. I thought that was a travel for a second.
Like you said, I kind of thought she took a couple too many steps and she was going backwards.
And a nice floater, no good. Morgan denied by the inner rim and picked up by Sydney Butera. 4:30 left to go in regulation, and the Mustangs are ready to seal this one. They have your key of 50 right now, Cam, but that pass out of play, some miscommunication. And those are the growing pains that you will see with a completely new roster minus 1 player. It's night number 1. This isn't the Mustang team that you'll see in February. In fact, that Mustang team in February might be able to put a running clock on this one. And if they can, that's a great sign of things to come for them come playoff time. But you have to start somewhere. Morgan pivoting inside, and there is the travel. And once again, points erased from the board on a violation.
Just too many on the step through there. She had it, and then once she went to step through, that's exactly when she took the next step. One too many.
Looking at Strongsville's next couple of games, they're at Shaker this week, then against Holy Name at BW, followed by Euclid, Cleveland Heights, and Medina. First 2 at home, then Cleveland Heights, or rather Medina on the road on Saturday, December 13th. And that is their 5-game forecast. Brian top the arc for Butera. She will take it well downtown. No Dice, back iron denies. Rebound Brian, and a travel is called. A lot of traveling tonight, but Thanksgiving is on Thursday. I mean, it is a busy travel weekend, but I would say next week more of a busier time. Man, I don't want to drive back in that on Sunday. I don't really want to drive back in that, but we have to. It's for the cause.
Cause of our education.
Exactly. Williams tap the arc here for Nordonia, down by 11. 3:20 left to play in regulation. Paul matched up with Butera. Driving left now to the corner. Good spacing once again by Nordonia. Out to Williams, and it is no good. Rebound Jordan, and the Mustangs will build a fast break, but intercepted by Morgan. And a good swivel move to get out of the steal attempt. Morgan's 3 in transition. Wide right, no good. Rebound Zwick. And Butera will take her time. Less than 3 minutes to go in regulation on opening nights. And the Mustangs are off to a great start in the 2025-26 campaign. But they want more following this one. Butera to Zwick, and that combination is starting to look deadly. Parker Zwick's debut tonight has been great. 8 points, all of which have come in the second half. She has come alive down the stretch for the Mustangs. Williams straightaway 3. She got it. Now back within 10. Her third 3 of the night. She now has 13.
And you could really see this Knights team, they're really sucking for air. They're really tired down the stretch. And like you said, that's kind of the growing pains with this being the first game of the season.
Bugatis, pass tipped out of bounds, and they will say possession Nordonia. I thought that took a tip off of the dark green, not the white jerseys.
So maybe a break here for the Knights. Can they capitalize on offense, though? They got to do it quickly.
You look at the timeouts, 3 for Strongsville, 2 for Nordonia. And you have 2 minutes left to play. Nordonia down by 10. Morgan driving inside, gets the foul call, but not the 2. But a chance to make this an 8-point game just before the quote-unquote 2-minute warning. And you talk about needing this breather, Cam. You can just look at the body language from up here. They are relishing this opportunity. I think anybody would in their case right now. First of 2, bounces in.
I mean, they've been all over this floor, especially from working with such a big deficit early, coming back, taking the lead, and then kind of just seeing it slowly slip away.
Butera did go early, and they won't say anything. Paul tries going for it, and it is picked up by Brian. We did see that stumble. They didn't say anything. It's a 9-point game, 3-possession contest, less than 2 to go, and the Mustangs want to drill as much clock as humanly possible. Woody along with Morgan playing defense on Butera. Down low, it's Brian. To the wing, it's Jordan. And now it is time to pass the rock around the world. No shots coming soon for the Mustangs unless they have a perfect opportunity. Bugales to Jordan. It's a give and go. Back to the freshman. Now top for Jordan. And expect a lot more of this. Zwick, Bugales down low. It's Brian wide open, and she banks it in for 2.
Like you said, don't expect a shot unless it's completely wide open. She's right there under the basket all by herself.
Paul drives, draws the contact, and she will go to the line for 2. And I feel like both teams, something that they can work on before their next game. Nordonia, their next game tomorrow. Strongsville, their next game on Tuesday at Shaker. The fouls. You have to take that into consideration. Less fouls, the better. You got to fix that before some of these tough conference games. I think for Strongsville, the goal should be quite simple. Fix the fouling before Medina. Medina was your toughest foe last year in the GCC. They did lose their star player, Olivia Klanick, to Coastal Carolina. But still, they're going to be a formidable team, very well coached, just like the Mustangs are. Speaking of Strongsville Medina, we will have the boys game back here on December 12th. Really looking forward to that game. Shout out to Coach Gilbane for helping set that one up. And now a timeout has been called. And during this break, I think it's time we talk about our next couple of games before we flip the calendar to December. Starting tomorrow, we are back on the air at 7 p.m. It is the Parma Holy War, Holy Name and Padua hockey. The Namers looking for a big win over the Bruins. Padua looking to improve to 2-1 on the year. Once again, puck drop is scheduled for 7 p.m. So knowing the Namers, we're starting at 7:20.
Pretty much.
It'll be myself in front of the channel, Mr. Kevin Onko, a sophomore theology teacher at Holy Name, on the call for that one. Always exciting to have him there. Bryson DC will be there to do technology and to learn the sport of hockey because, well, there's not much hockey in Canton, and I don't know about Texas, so. Everything is bigger in Texas, but I don't know about hockey. I do not know about that one. Then next week on Tuesday, we will be at Minerva High School, 6:30 p.m. tip-off as the Lions take on Indian Creek in their home opener. Should be a fun matchup as we begin our second athletic season of coverage at Minerva High School. Then that weekend, after Thanksgiving, after all the turkey's gone, all your sandwiches made of leftovers have been devoured. It is a doubleheader at Cam School BW, 2 and 3:30, 2 p.m. Holy Name and Strongsville girls basketball, followed by Holy Name and Olmsted Falls basketball at 3:30 p.m. Then we flip to December, where we will have 7 games in 6 days to open up the 12th and final month of the year. Cam, do not do 6-7 right now, not the time. Butera takes the inbound here with 1:10 left to play in regulation. Make sure you stick with us after the final whistle and final commercial break as we will announce our Healthiest You Chiropractic Center player of the game. Good pickpocket attempt here, and Nordonia will get it back. 58 seconds, down by 9. You need some threes, you need some help. You need a lot to go right, but still a shot.
Yeah, still an opportunity. They got to capitalize here on offense right now. They need quick points, probably a quick 3.
But I will say either way, this has been a tremendous contest to open up our winter coverage. This is what you want to see day in, day out. Both teams should have a great season ahead. Looking forward to seeing what each team can do. Paul boxing inside, and she will draw the contact again. I like the idea, but there's not enough time for it.
Exactly. I mean, kind of as she backs down her defender and then goes for the spin inside. Again, she gets to the line, but you're taking that precious time away.
And as well, stay tuned on social media as we will have some post-game interviews with some of your favorite Mustangs following this game, assuming the result holds. But a lot of talent on display tonight, a lot of great players. The future looks bright for the Mustangs, but this is game number 1. There is a lot to follow tonight, and a lot has to change before the end of the season when the playoffs come calling. Paul second, follows suit, it's good. Nordonia has cleared out the mistakes from the free throw line, at least for now. But still, in this matchup, down by 7, that's 3 possessions. And it has to start here. You have a great defense. How do you use it? Butera curling around, trying to get away from Nordonia. Excellent pressure by the Knights. She needs an outlet, still keeping it herself. Less than 40 seconds remain. Butera dribbling around the entire defense. Plays it now to Cleansing. Back Butera. And as long as Butera has the ball, fouling would not be a good idea. You have to foul there. You only have one foul committed. You need a lot more to send them to the line or even get the ball back. But since the free throws, you've wasted 20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of just good dribbling there by Butera, able to split a couple defenders, dribble around, just drill as much clock as she possibly can before she finally gets fouled.
You got to get a pick on the inbound here. Get a steal, you have a shot. Anything else, it might be too late. An excellent poke out of bounds by Morgan, but it will stay with the Stangs. That's the aggressiveness you have to see from Nordonia if they want to take this one away. And this is where the defense really, once again, has to show up. Inbound Jordan. Fouling won't do you too much good here. You have to get the basketball. Butera very nearly loses it, but a foul is called. Now 22.7 on the clock. And this is the classic case of 22 seconds left to go in basketball time, but 5 minutes in reality. Hang tight.
Yeah,
so plenty of basketball.
I was going to say, still a lot of basketball to play.
And this isn't at the point where Strongsville will be able to dribble out the clock. I don't think so quite yet. Good pressure by Nordonia, but once again, Butera dribbling out of the pressure. Hook foul, that is number 4, I believe, of the quarter. And I think she needs one more to send Butera or any Mustangs to the line. But first, a timeout is called.
Timeout, Mustangs. That's a full-minute timeout.
And a full timeout has been called. And I think it's because Butera had some kind of cut on her arm or something.
Correct.
Unfortunate there, but that's why you say the timeouts. Otherwise, you just have to take her out of the game. But right now, if you're Strongsville, how do you feel about this one?
I mean, you would feel pretty well coming out with the win, obviously, but you kind of also got to take some keys from this game. Obviously, you're up big early, and then you let the Knights get back into it. But then, you know, you're showing that resiliency. You're able to win down the stretch, really pull away in that fourth quarter. It's obviously something you can't really teach, but definitely a good thing to have going through the rest of the season.
And from what we can see down below, it's a small cut, nothing to be concerned about, but obviously something that you do have to patch up. So credit to the coaching staff. We did see them scramble immediately, and instantaneously the trainers over there, they call the timeouts. Butera is taped up, and she is ready to go. A couple of lengths of tape around her arm to finish this one out. That's how you act as a competitor. You stay in no matter what. And in a smart way, too. Cleansing will inbound. Jordan gives it right back to her. And Nordonia will foul. There is foul number 5. The 4th foul of this minute. And 14 seconds left to go. The Mustangs will go to the line. You make these two, it's done.
Number 22, Maddie Cleansing.
Even without them, this could be done. But I think you feel a lot more comfortable up by 9. The first of 2, it's there.
And for the Knights, number 13, Cheyenne Williams, and number 14, Hayden Paul.
And I believe that was the first career basket for Maddie Cleansing on varsity this season, most likely of her entire career. The second is no good. Rebound Morgan, she will split the pair. And here comes Nordonia, 10 seconds to go. Butera pokes it out of play. Clock stops 8.8. It's catch and shoot time for Nordonia. This will make it a 5-point game if they make a 3. Williams hands it off. They will drive inside, and they will draw the foul. And I believe that will just send them to the line.
No, it's going to be down on the baseline.
Calls on the Mustangs, number 24. That's her 4th.
They're both in the bonus, though.
Oh.
I said that was the 5th foul. That should send her to the line.
Okay, it will then.
I haven't been out of basketball that long. I was starting to second guess myself.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, no. First of 2 here. Off the front of the rim, no good from Paul. But once again, interesting to go with the fouling game if you're Nordonia, drawing them this late. But a lot of positives for them. This is a great baseline. A season after they went 7-16, and a year after they went 6-17. So Combine those years, 13 combined wins. This is how you start the campaign, albeit a loss. But it sets the stage for a great year. You have some winnable games coming up. You just have to stay par for the course. And the clock barely runs, maybe a second, and Butera will go to the line. We weren't joking when we said 22 basketball seconds, but 5 minutes in real time. You thought I was kidding, probably.
No, I knew it was coming. I really didn't expect them to foul after that one, but I mean, still for the spirit of the game, they're trying to stick in it.
I love it. I mean, this is what you want to see, competitive basketball from both teams. You look at your leading scorers, Morgan with 16, Butera with 20. Butera wants a few more to polish off the Knights, but that one no good. And here comes a double change for the Knights. It is going to be Nealon along with Paul coming in. What are your thoughts on the rotation for Nordonia, given just the amount of young talent?
Yeah, I mean, it's good to get those girls in there, obviously, especially down the stretch. You had an opportunity, kind of you just let it slip away. But I think it's good to get them experience.
And here we go, a shot at the horn, no good off the window. And that will do it for opening night of the OHSAA season. Strongsville survives and takes down Nordonia, 57-48 your final here in Strongsville. A great performance by the Stanks. You can hear their pep band in the background. They are loving this result, and so is this team. Their best ever year was last year, 23-2. They begin 1-0. Just as Mount Union says it every single week, go 1-0. And that's exactly how they start game week number 1, if you will, with a win over Nordonia. A hard-fought matchup, all but one new player on the roster, and you see the lone returner right on your screen in Sydney Butera. A great performance for her, 21 points. And overall, the Mustangs get the win, 57-48. We will step aside one final time and announce our player of the game, presented by the Health ECU Chiropractic Center, when we return from this commercial break.
Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Here at Ledgewood Barbershop, it's the little things that count. From the moment you walk in, we want you to feel at home in a great community. Our barbers know how to serve our customers and make them love their fresh cut. Visit us today at 17100 Royalton Road in Strongsville, just across the street from the mall. Or call us at 440-238-5105. We know that once you stop in, you'll keep coming back. Ledgewood Barbershop, your next haircut awaits. Life moves fast, and so do the unexpected moments. At the Kohut Insurance Agency, we've got you covered. Whether it's auto, home, renters, or something else, our goal is simple: to protect what matters most to you while saving you time and money. With personalized service and the power of many trusted carriers, we'll find the right coverage for you at the right price. Peace of mind shouldn't be complicated. Give us a call at 330-542-6400 or shoot us an email at david.kohut@twfg.com. Kohut Insurance Agency, our policy is caring.
Welcome back to Strongsville High School. Your final score, 57-48. Strongsville taking down the Nordonia Knights. Your player of the game, presented by the Health ECU Chiropractic Center, with 21 points. SB3, Sydney Butera. She is the undisputed star player of the Mustangs now, and she played like it tonight.
Yeah, I mean, she was all over the floor. Kind of started a little bit cold, especially from three ball, but she was able to heat up there in the second half, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter down the stretch, but really making plays both offensively and defensively. Some great steals, a great block down the stretch, followed by a technical foul. I'm sure her coach is definitely going to have some words to say about that, but obviously you're very pleased with your star player putting up 21 points, having a lot of help on defense, and just being able to pass the rock so effectively, being able to rebound so well, and really being able to take over the game down the stretch and help your team win.
Let's break this one down. You talk about that technical foul, but otherwise a great performance by Butero. A lot of positives, but some negatives. I think the positives, some good defense, some good scoring. What's a negative that they can really work on in the next couple of games to get better and get back to that state championship caliber team that they were a year ago?
I was going to say they had the lead early, and then all of a sudden they kind of just let off the gas and let the Knights get back into this one, and then kind of towards the end in the fourth and late stages of the third, you saw them pressing the gas a little bit more and showing why they're so good and so good last year, and really showing why they were the better team tonight.
As for Nordonia, last year 7-16, 1-8 in games decided by 10 or less. Going to this year, 1-9 now. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean it is, but also in the same sense, right? You start off really slow, it's not looking good, but in the opposite aspect, you have that resiliency. All of a sudden, boom, you're back in this game. Boom, you're now up by 1. But then kind of in the late stages, that's kind of what happens when you have so many underclassmen. The inexperience is really showing, and then all of a sudden it just gets a little bit too late. Start racking up the fouls a little bit, sending people to the line when you don't need to be sending them. You know, just a little bit too many turnovers down the stretch, and all of a sudden just out of the reach for the Knights. But definitely some very good flashes by them tonight.
Looking at some numbers, Morgan, she was truly impressive today. 10 points from inside the arc, 3 from outside, then a bunch of free throws. 3 players in double figures, Williams, Paul, and Morgan. That trio should be great this year. You look at the Knights' next 5 matchups, and there are some really good teams in there. Glen Oak tomorrow, then at Ridgeville. At home against Roosevelt to begin December, at Brecksville on the 3rd, and then against Solon on the 6th. As for Strongsville, their next 5, at Shaker on Tuesday against Holy Name, a game that we are streaming on Saturday at Baldwin Wallace. That is November 29th, a little bit too early on that one. Then Euclid at home on the 3rd, then Cleveland Heights at home on the 6th before taking a week hiatus and going to Medina on December 13th to round out their 5-game forecast. What does each team need to do to have a very successful next couple of games to begin the season truly?
Well, I think if you're Nordonia, you got to play on the back-to-back, right? So you got to take away the positives from tonight into tomorrow's game. It's going to be a really tough one, but you got to stick with the positives for that game. Try and take some positive momentum into that game. And if you're the Mustangs, obviously coming off a win in this one's got to feel good, but you got to be able to hit practice hard, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Monday, before your next game on Tuesday. Got to tune a couple of things up, like you said, a little bit of foul trouble by both teams, a little bit of kind of being able to stay on the pressure, and I think if you're the Mustangs, pretty good look this season so far. Let's see if you can keep the pressure on them on Tuesday.
Wrapping things up, our forecast here of games that we are streaming. We're back on the air tomorrow night. Myself and Mr. Kevin Anko on the call. Holy Name and Padua Hockey. It is the Parma Holy War 7 p.m. puck drop at Michael A. Reese Ice Arena. Should be a fun one. Next week on Tuesday, right before Thanksgiving, we will have Minerva and Indian Creek girls basketball, 6:30 p.m. tip-off at Minerva High School on Saturday. Next week, we are at BW for a doubleheader, 2 p.m. Holy Name and Strongsville girls basketball. Holy Name in attendance tonight to scout the Mustangs. Then at 3:30, a rematch from last year's Cleveland Basketball Classic, a heartbreaker for the Namers last year as they took on Olmsted Falls. Same teams, a completely different cast of characters for the most part. A couple of repeat players, but for the most part, it's 2 squads with a facelift this year, looking for a great start to the campaign. And then finally, rattle them off real quick. 12-1 Monday through Saturday. It's Monday, unless I go out of order, it's Monday through Saturday. Marlington Northwest girls basketball, Alliance Northwest boys basketball, Marlington Carrollton girls basketball, Warrensville Heights Spire boys basketball, Holy Name Canfield boys basketball, Saturday doubleheader, 1 p.m. Holy Name Vashey girls basketball, Holy Name Cornerstone Christian boys basketball in Willoughby. That's it. That's the schedule for that point. We'll have more games after that, but that is the forecast that we will look at. But as we put things back down to the floor to wrap up tonight's show, your final Strongsville 57, Nordonia 48. For Cam Ragazzo, I am Nathan Smee saying so long from Strongsville High School, and we will see you again next time. This has been OHSAA Basketball on SmeeSports, presented by Ledgewood Barbershop. And once again, congratulations to your player of the game, presented by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center in Sydney, Butero.